This video is going to walk you through Canvas Studio. So Canvas Studio is going to be a very, very important tool as we're doing distance learning. And so you'll notice that there's a navigation button over here that says Studio. And when you click on it, it may ask you to authorize it the very first time that you sign into it. From there, you've got a pretty simple page in front of you here. You're going to see a record button, which I'm going to just say, generally speaking, you probably don't need to use their recording feature. You could use Loom, or you could use QuickTime, or things that are built into your MacBook already for screencasting. So you don't necessarily need to use this. You can add media to Studio right here. So if you click on that, you've got two options. You can either drag and drop a file from your computer, or you could paste in a YouTube link. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a YouTube link for a video. I'm going to paste it in here and then click Add. You'll notice that the video popped up right here, and I can then click on these three little dots, and I've got some options here. I could share this media if I wanted, or I could create a quiz. And I'd say most of the time teachers are either going to want to embed this video into Canvas, or they're going to want to make it a formative assessment where they can assess students' learning on that video. So I'm going to click on Create Quiz, and I'm going to just call this Test for now. You can choose to hide question marks on the timeline. I am going to leave that setting on just so you can see what it looks like when those question marks are on the timeline. And then I'm going to hit Get Started. From there, I just play my video.
Hello, learned and astonishingly attractive pupils. My name is John Green, and I want to welcome you to Crash Course World History. Together we will...
From there, what you can do is when you get to a spot where you want to ask a question, you pause the video and hit this plus sign. You've got three options. You can add a multiple choice, true and false, or multiple answer question. So I'm going to do a multiple choice question. And then I can choose to vary the points by answer if I want to give, weight one of these answers more than another. I can also shuffle the choices here. I can add more answers if I'd like. And then I can offer question feedback. So if some students get it right, they will get a response that says something like, great job. And then if it's an incorrect answer, you can give them a suggestion or try to clarify things if you'd like. And then also you can give a general piece of feedback for anyone who answers the question. Then I hit Save. From there, I can continue on and add more questions throughout the video. When I'm done, I simply click Done. And let's say instead of using a YouTube video, I want to use a screencast that I already recorded. So I've already uploaded a screencast right here. I could choose to create a quiz off of this as well, but I'm not going to for this demonstration. I'm going to open up one of my courses here. I'm going to edit a page. And then what you will notice, I'll just scroll to the bottom here. What you'll notice is that there's this little V right here that has a few different tools that you can add into any Canvas page, quiz, discussion, etc. And I'm going to hit Studio. From there, I can embed any of these videos here. So I'm going to, for this demonstration, I'm going to include this screencast that I made. And really all I want to make sure is that students actually watch it. So I'm going to hit Select this. I can choose whether students can comment or download the video. It doesn't hurt to give them this download option if they have poor Wi-Fi. The allow comments is that students can basically create comments throughout your video that other students can view. So if you don't want students to be commenting, you can check that off. I'll leave it on for this demonstration, and then I'm going to hit Embed. From there, the video will go directly into whatever Canvas page you were editing. You can play it back if you'd like. You can disable the comments right here. You can speed up the play time. And then you can also adjust the quality, and we're kind of stuck for that. Down below here, you can see the details of the video, and I can add more details if I'd like. You can see the comments that students have made here. You will see insights, which is basically the analytics of this video, who was watching it and for how long. It'll show each one of the users that have watched the video and at what time they were watching. So if they, for example, stopped watching at 3:30, it would indicate that in this chart up here. And then another button here for captions. Now, because I recorded this video and it's not something from YouTube, what I can do is I can go in here and I can select which language is spoken. So I'm going to click English and then request. So this process does take a while, especially because this video is 4 minutes and 38 seconds long. But what it's doing is it's automatically generating English closed captions that students can choose to turn on when they watch my video. So this process will take a little while. You also have the ability to edit these captions if there's some mistakes in it. What I found is that it's fairly accurate, but sometimes there's just some sentences that aren't quite grammatically correct. So you can choose to go back in and edit those if you'd like. If I wanted to make my video from this YouTube video, if I wanted to make that a quiz, I have a different process that I'm going to go through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Assignments. From there, I hit the plus sign. I could also go to my modules page and create an assignment there as well. Either one will do. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give some directions up here. Very, very poor directions up here. I can choose all of these different things up here with points and what assignment group it's going to be weighted in, all of those things. And then the submission type, this is the really important part. I need to make sure that it's set to external tool, and then I click Find. I'm going to scroll down to where it says Studio. And then I'm going to find my quiz. So I'm going to select this quiz. And instead of a standard embed, which just basically inserts it into that rich content editor, if I want to actually get my grades in the grade book, I have to click on Video Quiz Embed. And then I choose what the name of that quiz is. In this case, I named my quiz Test. From there, I simply click Embed, select, and then I can choose to assign it, give it a due date, and hit Save. My directions pop up here. My video appears here, and then as a student, I click Get Started. It'll play back the video, and then if you allowed it, it will show you where those questions are in the video, and then it simply pauses it. You click on that and hit Continue. And then it's going to continue to play until it hits another question. From there, remember that I can see insights, so I can see how long this one particular person has viewed it. Because this is a video, though, that was created on YouTube, we're not automatically able to generate captions. So just keep that in mind if you're using YouTube videos. Your own screencasts that you create will, in fact, allow you to create captions. And then lastly, I can see the quiz results for students in the course here and get a just an idea of how kids did on this. And if you want to view this in the speed grader, because I'm not a teacher in this course, I don't have the button over here, but you would have the speed grader button over here where you can go through and see how students scored on the quiz. So that is Canvas Studio in a nutshell, and We know you'll have a lot of questions about it. We're going to include the guides linked below. Be sure to check those out because there's a lot to learn about Studio, and it is a fantastic tool.